let's start designing the main body for the Huey Helicopter using MKS unit. First, select the front plane and draw the two construction lines along with a rectangle. Add the dimension provided and ensure the sketch is symmetrical. Then use the fillet tool to round the corners. Next, move on to the center part. Repeat the same steps as the front part, but this time add a construction line connecting opposite corners of the rectangle to maintain symmetry. Finally, for the back part, draw two circles and connect them with lines. Set the lines to tangent with the circles and trim any unnecessary section. Add 3-point arcs at the top and bottom, making sure they are coincident with the sketch. Once all parts are complete, apply an extrude boss and your main body design is done.
Next, for the blade design, we start by sketching the A4 profiles using the sketch tool. This defines the aerodynamic shape. Then we use the loft boss or base tool to create the 3D blade by connecting multiple cross-sections. To refine the shape, apply fillet for smooth edges, ensuring better airflow. Next, we move to the hub design. The hub is created using the extrude boss or base or revolve boss or base tool to form a cylindrical base. At holes or slots, use the hole wizard for attaching the blades and apply chamfer or fillet to reduce stress concentration and improve aesthetic. Once the components are ready, we assemble them in the assembly environment. Use the mate tool to position the blades on the hub accurately.
For the first, select the plane 1, the neck of the heli, point of heli, and click New Sketch on plane 1 menu. Draw the any bottom part of heli and let it snap at 180 degree. Then pick 3 arcs and randomly pick any part. Realign the bottom part and the radius and make it horizontal for bottom and the upper part vertical upon each other. Don't forget to make it tangent from the arc and the straight line to make sure it is connected. Realign the straight line vertical to the origin. Realign the height of heli and landing gear using smart dimension and set it around 1.8 of the units. Use smart dimension on the straight line sketched before and set it around 1.5 of the units. Set the radius of arc only 0.8 of the smart dimension. Exit the sketching and use feature sweep boss. Below it, have a different path and profile. Click on circular profile to make it look like a tube. Select the sketch and enter the value of 0.2 of units and enter. Keep in mind, by the first part we create new sketch on plane 1 just to make sure sketch have its own boss as it have been given the volume to let it stand alone by themselves. This lead to not having any error once extrude as it is not connected to other part. Select the reference and select the plane 1, then flip offset. Offset it by 5 units and enter. Create new plane. Copying the sketch by selecting previous sketch of sweep and convert entities. Redo the whole session. Open new sketch on plane 1 and reopen the latest sketch as guideline. Draw a circle and set the dimension around 0.2. You can extrude it for the front as 1 unit for the direction 1, and you can pursue to use the direction 2 for 7 units. In total, direction 1 plus direction 2, you got 8 units, and it is the dimension that we need. After that, you can mirror it. And that's all how you draw the landing gear.
So now I will show you how to create this tail body step by step in SolidWorks. So first, start a new part and select the front plane. use the rectangle tool to sketch the base profile. Define the dimension based on your design needs, ensuring accuracy, and once done, use the boss extrude tool to extrude the base to the desired thickness. Step 2. Next, to add holes to the base, create a sketch on the top face. Use the circle tool to define the positions of the holes and apply dimension for precise placement, and finish it off by using the cut extrude feature to create the true holes. And step 3, so here to build the inclined sections, create a new sketch on the side face. Use the line tool to draw the angle profile, ensuring it aligns with the base. Then apply the boss extrude tool to extend this sketch upwards.
Step 4. To smooth the sharp edges, select the edges and apply the fillet tool. This enhances the part's durability and give it a professional finish. Adjust the fillet radius as required. Step 5. Design requires symmetry or repetitive features using the mirror or linear pattern tools. This saves time and ensure uniformity in your design. For final step, using a combination of boss extrude, cut extrude, and fillet features, easily create complex parts like this in SolidWorks. That's all from me.
Cockpit on helicopter. First one, we need to sketch the outline. We sketch the outline by use the front plane or top plane to create the cockpit basic shapes, whether rectangular, circular, rounded, and then we also use tools like line, spline, and circle for detail contour. We also extrude the body by using extruded bow base to give features, to give a depth on our design. And then we also add opening for windows. We sketch window shapes, which is rectangular, circular, or custom based on our design on the cockpit surface. We also add details on the platform, tires, and on the window. And then we assemble components by import or model addition component like dashboard, instruments, windows, and the platform. We use matte features in an assembly file to position component. We also apply material and appearance by use appearance to assign material like metal for panels, and we also apply realistic texture for better visualizations. We also add final touches, add fillets and chamfer to age for a realistic look, and add decal for cockpit label and screen.
Next, kita nak buat cermin pilot. First, we make a circle. We go to features and choose extruded cut and fill in the properties. We pick the truth or birth and tick for flip side to cut. For the appearance, we choose glass and clear glass. Okay, for the window frame, for the cermin tu, same goes, cara dia sama je, cuma yang berubah sikit, kita tutup kita tutup for flip side to cut dekat features extruded cut tu.
So we are going to start the sketch for rear tail propeller part. First, changing the sketch plane, we are adjusting the sketch to the right plane to make extrusion easier. Second, we're creating the initial extrude. After selecting the feature, you extrude the sketch by 1 unit from the right plane. 3. Drawing the rear tail propeller, we begin by sketching a profile on the selected face, starting from the center point of a circle. We draw a profile resembling the rear tail propeller. Then, we add dimension to fully define the sketch. From origin, 3.85 units, between specific lines, 1.5, 0.3, and so on.
To extrude the rear tail propeller, select the sketch and extrude it in the opposite direction by 0.1 units. Ensure to uncheck the merge result option so that it remains an independent body. Next, create a circular pattern using the circular pattern tool with the temporary axis as the reference. Set the feature to repeat 4 times with equal spacing, ensuring that the body, rather than just the feature, is selected for proper replication. Finally, hide the temporary exits to declutter the view for a cleaner presentation.
Alright, we will continue with the complex part of this design, that is assembling all of those parts. First thing first, we open new file and head to assembly, and then we open the file explorer and drag the main body part, tail body and tail propeller part. Time to use the meat feature to assemble these parts, then cautiously pick a point on top of the front face of the tail. Then pick another point on top of main body on the back side and align it symmetrically. Next, we use mate again and select the half circle in the middle of the tail propeller. Then select a circle sketch on the steel shaft on the top back of the tail body and align it properly. Now we got 3 parts assembled. Next, we open File Explorer again and drag the front window, the door, and the door window parts. For the front window, it's hard to attach it without any point or line that will attach automatically. But in that case, we purposely left the nose sketch that have point and line so we can use mate and just mate those 2 points and the window is attached properly. We do the same thing to the door and the door window. We left the sketch of the landing gear so we can use mate and select point of landing gear at the door designs and attach it, and same to the door window. And all parts are done and assembled with. We hope our presentation can give you a briefly explanation about Vietnam War Huey helicopter design. Thank you for watching.